Now, the turkey is normally the focal point of Christmas dinner, as the pressure is always on whoever's cooking it to get a really succulent, tasty piece of meat. Now, I always cook a turkey at Christmas because I have a big Irish family, but I like to give it a bit of a modern twist. So I use spices and herbs, and it always goes down really well with the family. Now, as with any good recipe, preparation is totally the key. So here are a few tips to make sure you get the best turkey possible. In terms of which turkey to go for, I always tend to use a fresh and free-range turkey, and I would recommend the Kelly Bronze turkey. Good old-fashioned flavour and texture, bred using best of traditional methods. Now, being a free-range bird, specialist breed, it's going to be top of the price range, but I think quality meat like this is well worth the extra bit of money. After all, it's Christmas Day. Splash out a bit. Now, in order to ensure your turkey heats up immediately once it's in the oven, you'll need to take the turkey out the fridge early on the morning of Christmas Day. Well, perhaps before you've had those showies, and then allow it to come to room temperature. The marinade can be prepared and rubbed onto the turkey 24 hours in advance, freeing you up for all those last-minute tasks. However, it need be, you can do it for a couple of hours if you want. Remember to preheat the oven to 200 degrees centigrade, gas mark 6, fan oven for about 180 degrees centigrade from cold. Now place the garlic cloves in here. Now I've got some garlic cloves here. I've placed them in a roasting tray, a little bit of oil, in the skins for about 20 minutes until they're really tender and they're nice and squashy. You'll be able to feel that through the skin. You remove those from the oven, set aside until cool enough to handle, and then you push the garlic out of its skins. It comes out really easily. You're going to need about 3 tablespoons in total. Now what we do, I've also got some spices. I've got some caraway and some cumin, which I roasted as seeds. Now I'm a chef. You don't have to do that, but what it does is it develops the aromas, gets a wonderful flavour. I then blitz those up into a powder. If you haven't got a coffee grinder, they're the best things for it. You can use the bottom of a saucepan. Make sure the saucepan's clean. You just crush it like that. Now I'm using my Breville 3-in-1 hand blender with a mini chopper attachment. And many of you will recognise the hand blender. And this is great for blending soups in a pan, in a bowl, or it comes with this beaker, a very appropriate beaker, which just goes inside here. So you can blend any liquids in that. Now with my Breville hand blender, you also get this mini chopper attachment as well, which is great for blending small amounts of herbs or vegetables, or in this case, my marinade. It's small, neat, a great multi-purpose product. Right, let's see what we're going to do with our marinade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the chopper off. How easy was that? It's just simple stuff. And then I'm going to pop this on here. So we're ready. So that's all attached now. It's not going to fall off. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the lid off and put my stuffing ingredients in first. So first thing I'm going to do is pop in a little bit of butter, like that. Just make sure it's nice and soft. Okay, I'm going to put all those garlic cloves in there. Those are roasted garlic cloves. Some caraway, quite a lot of caraway. It's up to you. I love caraway. Some cumin. I've got rosemary and dried oregano. Now, it seems like a lot of ingredients, but if you've got a good store cupboard, you should have all these things. They're going to last you forever, pretty well, as long as you keep them out of the light. And they're all widely available in the supermarkets. Lots of black pepper. Some turmeric, which will give the turkey a gorgeous colour. A little bit of salt. It's entirely up to you about salt. Everyone tells us we should be reducing our salt down. I think salt is the key to good flavour, personally. Now, harissa. A lot of you might not have heard of harissa. Harissa is from North Africa. It's a sort of spicy chili blend, and it is widely available in the supermarkets now. So it's a bit like tomato puree in texture, but it's got a real kick. Now, we are ready now to pop that on. Pop that on. So it's got a little gadget here because I'm going a bit blind, so I've got to find my way around this bit of kit. There we go. And then we just blend that all up. And I can even look at it, you see what's happening. It's perfect. Okay. Now we've got a lovely paste there. You can see inside that. It's a great paste. Now all we're going to do is plaster that all over our bird. Okay. Now that is good. You can make that up. It'll keep for weeks, probably, let's say a couple of weeks at least. So you can make that well in advance, that. Keep it in the fridge. Little dribble of oil on the top just to seal the top of the paste. Right, this is where you get your hands in. And yes, do this. Just imagine you're lying on a beach in Thailand and someone is massaging. No, we can't do that. It's a turkey at the end of the day. Okay. And we can push some under the skin, into the cavities, all over. This is good. And now a little bit inside as well. Now this is what your hands are for. But you just get it all in there and you're going to get the flavour from the inside. Don't lose your hand while you're doing it. Inside of that. Look. And that is going to have so much flavour. And it's going to be beautifully coloured. There you go. Now all you've got to do, you can do that the night before, so you can cover it with a bit of cling film, pop it in the fridge. At room temperature you need to marinate it for at least for an hour and a half, 2 hours, or in the fridge for about 24 hours. Now remember, you've been handling a raw turkey, so what do you need to do? You need to wash your hands. And anyway, you wouldn't want to be wandering around the house like that, would you? Okay, the cooking of the turkey, to me, is a vital part. So often you come to Christmas Day and you end Christmas Day thinking, why do I eat turkey every year? It's as dry as old boots. Well, it doesn't have to be. There are a few tips I'm going to give you now. And we mentioned before, this to me is a vital bit of kit, the meat thermometer, because you will end up with a moist turkey. We'll show you what to do with that in a minute. The other vital bit of kit, in my opinion, is foil. Now you can get this non-stick turkey foil, which is really nice and wide. And what I tend to do is do one way that way. You want the non-stick side inwards. Get another one. So you're going to put a sort of, whoops, leave that out there for a minute. You're going to get a sort of cross of silver foil. So that goes across there like that. That can be all ahead. And now in this roasting tray, I've got my base for my turkey. By putting these vegetables in the bottom, you stop the turkey touching the bottom so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the tray. Plus, this is a wonderful base to catch all the juices for making your gravy later. And in here, I've got carrot, celery, onion. I've got some thyme, I've got some rosemary. You could add some garlic if you want. What we're going to do now is pop the turkey onto that vegetables. Now you'll have several chefs who say, put it upside down, put it on its side. Doesn't matter if you've got foil, because in effect, you're sort of steaming the turkey for the first part of the cooking process. Now, we're going to pour some stock around the turkey, just chicken stock, something like that. And if you're feeling up to it, and you don't want to drink it all, we put some wine. And you might prefer red, you might prefer white. It's entirely up to you. A good slug of wine around that, okay? And then, you notice, I'm wrapping the whole tray. Why do I do that? Because if you just wrap the turkey, all those wonderful juices drop down onto the foil, they get all sticky, you can't get them off, complete waste of time. So by doing this, all the juices are dropping down onto that stock there. And those vegetables, creating a wonderful base for your gravy. We bring the sides up like that. And I've done it like that, so I'm going to put another piece of foil on the top. And that is that. Okay. Now that can be done the night before, either kept in the fridge or in a very, very cold place. And then this is where your meat thermometer comes in. You're going to find the thickest part of the thigh, which we know is here. You're going to push that through right in there. And you're going to leave that in the oven while it cooks, so you can keep an eye on the temperature. Now the temperature you want to look for to be safe is 72 degrees centigrade, but you will find it's a little pink around the bone. So what I tend to do is take it up between 75 and 80 degrees. That's going to go in the oven. And by having the thermometer there, you can see it through the glass door. If you haven't got a glass door, you're obviously going to have to open the oven after an hour and a half to check on the temperature. So we'll just leave that to cook now and finish off later. Now, here we have one gorgeous turkey.